Conestoga encourages teamwork and collaboration in diverse groups where students can learn from each other. Small group discussions in person or virtually promote interaction, content sharing, and reflection among students. Let's see how Lauren promotes collaborative works in a business class by giving students the task to complete together using the breakout room feature on Zoom.
We're going to do a fun activity right now where we get to explore some of these in a little bit more depth and detail. What I am going to do in a couple of minutes is put folks into breakout groups so you can focus in on one of these goals and then also their associated targets. Now, it's a bit tricky to navigate this website, so I'm going to show us first together what we're going to end up doing in the breakout groups. So essentially, I'll share this slide to your breakout groups as well, but you're going to click on this link. I'll also share it in the chat here. And you can see this takes us to the UN website that outlines all of these 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Now, it's very easy, as we were just discussing, it's very easy to think about these goals as being ones that apply to people sort of far away from where we're living right now in Southern Ontario. But that's not the case. In many cases, these are also very relevant to us here at home and to the businesses, that you might want to create moving forward or be part of moving forward. So they also sound really good, right? Like you think, okay, no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education. These are great things. Of course, we want to aspire to these goals. But how do we measure that? How do we actually know if we're going to achieve quality education as it's been outlined by the UN? And so essentially in your groups, what I'll ask you to do is find a goal that means something to you, that your particular group finds compelling for whatever reason. And I'll share for myself, being an educator, quality education is one that just really kind of pulls at my heart when I read about this. I truly believe that education can change the world. And so I'm going to click on this one. If I was in one of your breakout groups, I'd click on this one. And then you can see if you scroll on down, there's this little tab here for targets and indicators. And that's what we're going to focus on in these breakout group sessions today. Now, these are helping us kind of clarify what these targets are, and also making things much more detailed, right? We're getting down to the nitty-gritty about what we want to achieve by 2030. Oh yeah, Harsh. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi. In the 4.3, I would like to mention one thing that, well, not everyone in Ontario can afford post-secondary education.
Totally, great point. Thank you. Yeah, so you're already jumping ahead. This is exactly what we're hoping for in the breakout groups, right? We're looking not only at these goals as they apply abroad in the global south, etc., but here at home. So we can see, yeah, 4.3. The target here is by 2030, ensure equal access for all women and men to affordable and quality technical, vocational, and tertiary education, including university. And you've done a really smart thing here. You've kind of focused in on this, this adjective, this affordability. And you're saying, yeah, here at home in Ontario, not the case. So this applies, great example of how this applies to us right here too. Basil.
Hi, connecting you to that, the equal access part is actually problematic. Like even though in Canada, women can go into the trades and engineering, etc., still they are dominated by men.
Super, you guys are doing so well at this. Look at that. So yeah, already, and you're focusing on here, this equal access part. And we're thinking, obviously, we know in some countries around the world, girls and women aren't even allowed to attend elementary school, etc. But how does this apply here at home? In the ways you're describing, right? Even if we sort of just focus in on Conestoga College, we know that certain programs like engineering, like certain trades, have many, many more men who are registering and feel comfortable registering in those programs and feel comfortable in those professions than do women. So why is that, right? This is something that we need to work towards at home at the college too. Thanks, folks. This is great. I'm really excited to hear what you come up with in your groups too. So just to review the goals here, we're going to do this jigsaw activity. So essentially, I'm going to put you into groups of about 2 or 3, and you're going to have exactly 10 minutes to do together what we just did as a group. So you're going to go to the website at that link that I've added into the chat. You're going to find one of those goals that really speaks to your group for whatever reason. Navigate your way through the targets and find at least one target that applies to our situation here at Conestoga, in Ontario, in Canada. We can go as broad as Canada if you'd like to. And then in your groups too, choose one person to be the note taker and one to be the presenter, because after these 10 minutes are up, we're going to come back together as a larger group and we're going to jigsaw. We're going to kind of use those different puzzle pieces that you've all been working on and come up with to share as a broader group to get a more fulsome picture. Does that sound clear to everybody?
Yes.
Great. Thank you. And so I will be popping into each and every group within the 10 minutes. But if you need me earlier than I pop in, you're also able to just call me into your group. And I will put these instructions on the breakout group. I'll broadcast it to your breakout groups as well. All right. All right, so I see everyone is slowly coming back from their breakout groups. I have to say, folks, I had such a great time popping into those rooms. The conversations were lively and really deep. So thank you for that, really thoughtful reflection. And I'm really eager to hear in a broader group what everyone has come up with. So I'll start randomly. Why don't we start with group number 3, okay? Angelica, I think that's your group. So who was it who was the note taker and the presenter there? And yeah, why don't you share your findings with us?